Thank you. Good morning. So my name's Bryony Mathew. I'm the Deputy Commissioner of the British Indian Ocean Territory, and I'm going to be talking to you today a little bit about science in BIOT from the perspective of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. So the wildlife and environment of BIOT are exceptional. BIOT has some of the cleanest seas and healthiest reef systems anywhere in the world. It also has some of the greatest marine biodiversity in the UK and its overseas territories. So BIOT is one of 14 British overseas territories, which you can see marked out on the map here behind me. The overseas territories include some of the most remote and biologically interesting places on Earth. These small islands are known to hold a vast wealth of biodiversity, from large penguin colonies in the south to tropical rainforests in the Caribbean. And they actually include over 90% of the UK's biodiversity. Now, each of these overseas territories is unique, and BIOT is certainly no exception. So BIOT has about 58 islands spread across 5 coral atolls, and it includes the Great Chagos Bank, the largest atoll in the world. BIOT is administered from here in London with a commissioner who is the Director of Overseas Territories in the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. There's no permanent population in BIOT, but the main island of Diego Garcia hosts an important joint UK-US defence base, which contributes significantly to global security. Now, it's a strategic location of BIOT right in the middle of the Indian Ocean, which is particularly important. And this enables the US and UK to combat some of the most challenging threats that we face. The joint base on Diego Garcia has been involved in activities around counter-narcotics, anti-human trafficking, and efforts to counter illegal fishing. And the base also allows us to provide powerful, rapid response in times of humanitarian crises. For example, it was used for the response to the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami, for the 2011 earthquake and tsunami in Japan, and for the 2013 response to the typhoon in the Philippines. Now, demonstrating responsible environmental stewardship is a key priority for the BIOT administration. The administration strongly encourages those working on Diego Garcia to take an active interest in the environment of the territory and to really look after it. It's been very successful, and volunteers regularly participate in beach cleaning exercises, for example. Between 2016 and 2017, there were over 500 volunteers who collected an estimated 3.7 tons of litter. Now, moving on to the Conservation Management Plan, as many of you will know, the BIOT administration is developing a new Conservation Management Plan for the territory, and some of you will hopefully have received a draft version yesterday. The plan will be published in autumn this year and will be in place until 2023. Now, I know that many of you here today have directly contributed to this management plan, and we're incredibly grateful for your support and input, without which this management plan wouldn't have been possible. So thank you. The new management plan will be used as an example around the world of a first-class management plan that promotes responsible management practices and encourages expert research to take place in BIOT, which will further our understanding of the territory's needs and demonstrate the value of the marine protected area. Now, much of the science and evidence cited in the management plan has come from Bertarelli-funded expeditions over the past few years. And the BIOT administration is grateful to all those involved in bettering our understanding of the territory. And moving on to the Blue Belt, BIOT is part of the Blue Belt programme, along with 6 other overseas territories. And we're committed to the Blue Belt programme's 3 overarching objectives. These are improving scientific understanding of the marine environment, developing and implementing evidence-based, tailored management strategies, including surveillance and enforcement, and ensuring management is sustainable and long-term. Now, looking to the future, the Biot administration encourages applications from scientists who want to undertake research in Biot, which either teaches us something new about the territory or contributes to an objective that's set out in the management plan that I've just been talking about. And it's particularly important that expeditions identify any conservation management implications. And we're also really keen to encourage scientists to include members of the Chagosian community or scientists from the Indian Ocean region as expedition personnel, wherever possible. Now, I'm going to stop there, but I want to say that for me personally, it's been a real privilege to work on this incredible territory. I want to say a huge thank you to the Bertarelli programme in marine science for all the work you have done and continue to do in Biot. We really appreciate our collaboration, and the administration looks forward to continuing to work together closely in the future. Thank you very much.